Really?
Narrowed eyes, muttered threats.
What?
All trust is lost.
Was there an in bonus I wasn't paying attention to? That's actually probably what happened there. We have
Tried
two
and
negatives.
tested.
Everyone's neutral or higher,
About
so
to be
that's
counted on.
surprising. Purge, Sacrificial Stab, Harvest, Chaotic Offering. We do use these, so that's pretty negative. Solemnity, Double Cross are positive. Solemnity healing the Highwayman's pretty good. And Encore gives a dodge, Open Vein gives a dodge. We're not gonna be using Open Vein, but luckily this is a short biome. I did not anticipate getting double negative relationships there. Funnily enough, Taunt on the Leper is what you want. Was that what that was?
Tread carefully and quickly.
Oh, I didn't see that it was Taunt and Vulnerable. I thought it was
This
just
is swine country.
Vulnerable. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. Harvest is Vulnerable. Wait, it's a different unit. Hold on. Oh yeah, so Suspicious is Taunt and Vulnerable. Okay, that's weird. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. I didn't know that. Anyways, these are gonna be a little awkward to work around, but we're just gonna do it. And I'm probably still gonna be doing things like Anamnesis, even though we're vulnerable and taunted. We might not do it on every fight, but some of them. Okay. Could open up with a Grape Shot. I think you go for the take aim. Who are you? Are you a Wilbur? Skitter. We can purge that from the leper, I think. You are Wilbur, which is a little scary. Oh no, on you. Good. So Chaotic Offering is vulnerability on the Jester. All that means is that we lose a block token. But we resisted the debuff. Okay, that's totally fine. That's a bleed, but it's a low bleed. We need to withstand. Wilbur can do knockback, but we resisted heavily. This is an Encore. Right, you gotta select the unit. I always forget about that. And then we can Grape Shot. Doesn't quite kill the little slug, but we will kill him with whatever we can use on the next turn. Stun resist, bleed resist. Actually, Anamnesis will kill him. So we can go for the big boy. We could also steal his tokens. Well, it doesn't steal, it just removes, but alternatively, I could just do 6 damage. Intimidate. You know what? I think we should highway robbery. That way we get to keep our crit. Wow, and that was a relationship positive too. Right, so that kills you. What can I? Oh, yo, I did not pay attention. When you get negatives, you have to equip the skill. As a result, we have Purge and not Intimidate. But I was equipped with Chaotic Offering and Sacrificial Stab, so those ones were not removed, and I was equipped with Harvest, so that one was not changed. But what was changed on the Leper is Intimidate was removed. So I can Purge, but that's bad. So we will probably just Reflect instead. Good that I recognize that, I think. I think he can hit the front 2 positions. Yep. We had a block token though, but he is a little scary. So this is a vulnerability on the Leper. Fade to black is the dodge. Let's do a Harvest. We still have a block token. In fact, we're gonna get block token. That's not the Leper. It's fine, it's fine. 29, 22. Give me the 29.
Excellent work.
I mean, I think we stunned him. I think we can kill him. So I'm not too worried. It's just scary and dumb, and I'm being dumb. I mean, at this point, Go for the blind and the combo, and he's freaking everything. Good. 3-turn fight, 3-round fight, that's not too bad.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of unparalleled
Apply on crit
power.
if flame is low daze. If the target is stunned, do 50% more damage. That's so, like, situational. You have to apply the stun, which means getting through the resists, which usually means setting up a daze and then another daze on top of it, and you have to have the right turn order and actually in order to take value from that. And this is not how you want to do that, because this could apply a stun if it applies 2 days, but then you're not getting the damage bonus if they're dazed and you stun them. So I don't get the bone mallet here. I guess I get it in that it's a little bit like viable on multiple units. It's got a little bit of leeway there, but I don't think it's particularly good. It doesn't look good. Can't figure it out. In my head, I'm like, how do you use this damn thing? Oh. A lot of enemies tend to have high resistances to getting stunned to begin with. 3
Rummage through the
poultices,
shelves,
wow.
laden with echoes of indistinct ideas.
Combat items trinket. That lock may exist for a reason, be mindful. I feel a curiosity as monstrous as its visage. Is this the regen bleed trinket? Because if it is, that is so gosh darn good. There needs to be a better way of controlling the light on those trinkets. It would be nice if you could snuff out your torch, just like you could in Darkest Dungeon 1. That'd be pretty darn good. If it's the trinket, I like the idea of that with the sweater, because we can resist it a lot, and we have bleed resist, and we're probably going to get more. We can hit 100% bleed resist, heal off of the bleed resist, and then get regen literally every single turn. And I think that's a cool synergy. We can still keep the lure and the bleed on him, but putting that on the occultist, for instance, might mean that the occultist could just never die. I think that's pretty cool. Let's try for it. They need the relationship anyways, so just do that. Do it.
Abandoned or forgotten.
It is the pulsating heart.
It is ours now.
I think that's exceptionally awesome. And I'm like, what if we just equip that immediately? 80% resist to the DOT. When he resists it, he'll heal 10%, and he's resistant to it anyways. Like heavily resistant to it. He's resilient, let's say. And then the leper, we are getting stunned and pushed in this biome, so we could equip this. But we can just keep this for now. Yeah, that's pretty good. And one of these poultices will stop him from bleeding forever. I like this especially because the occultist is always hurting himself, so that extra heal over a combat could be extremely beneficial. We'll lose out on the piercing, but I don't really care. And I'm gonna dump these stained trinkets because they're usually not that good. Stress resist is nice, but we don't care about stress resist, and disease resist, whatever. The leper is gonna get diseased anyways. He's gonna imagine it. I think that's pretty good. What did I give you? You do have 80 resists, and we are fighting those big swine. So you having, oh, I can't get it. You having the resist is pretty nice. Or the benefit on resist. Swine cash. Disease resist, academic cache, location, and scouting. We don't need that, and we don't need this. I don't like that trinket. Is
You can
not
carry
good.
no more.
We also don't need scouting. You might think we need scouting, and you might be right, but oh, that's a little bug. You might be right, but I don't care about the scouting because so much items. That I don't care about the scouting too much because I don't care about those options. I don't really care too much about the academic study or the cash. I want combat, actually. Combat means lower loathing. I do like this trinket. I get this one all the time, though, because it's the one that you get from the sluice. Or maybe there's like a selection that you can get from the sluice, and I get these ones, you know, seems like frequently. Let us continue on. Let's get rid of the burn salve. Oh, I did make 2 healing salves, or get 2 healing salves at some point. Bleed resist trinket could still be pretty beneficial. What do you have? Oh, I need a serrated item. The leather strop is not serrated. Well, let's dump the weapon, dump the gilded mind, and we'll move on. Right, no map. Always forget about that. It's a long drive. I'll entertain us. Oh, there's loathing. I hope we don't get more. Oh, come on. I dodged both of them. This should reduce the loathing. Unless it raises the loathing. Speed and crit? Yep. Seems like there's usually a lot of agreement down here. Swine skeever. Can I do the pull? I do not have the pull equipped. And he's dodged. This is a scary one. Please dodge yourself. There's a reason I gave someone the blight resistance before we started this. There's the heal. We need to purge the dodge. We are gonna have a pistol shot before he acts. We might be able to kill him before he even moves. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Dun 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 dun. Phenomenal. It's a taunt. That's not that bad because we'll just withstand this. We have so many block tokens set up. Encore. Thank God we're faster than him. His speed is only 3, but our speed is 2. So I think we got lucky. That's why I like those crits. Now we're way more likely to get bled on the leper, but if he gets bled, we can just have him heal. He's got solemnity, he's a good recipient for the heals anyways. 6 damage, 6 damage. Let's remove the blocks, and then next turn we'll get a crit. He bled. Admittedly, it's not a 100% resist. But we've already got positive value out of it. We've already healed more than we've taken. He did resist the bleed. That's gonna happen now that we don't have that stained item equipped, the one that gives us the guaranteed application of the bleed. Well, not guaranteed, but the high likelihood application of the bleed, but that's fine. And we have a taunt up. It's another Wilbur! Wilbur's gonna hit the taunt, but luckily we have the big block token, so it's not gonna hurt much. Purge doesn't do too much. Chop doesn't do much. So let's just reflect. Oh, he hit both. That's fine. We still get the block tokens every turn. Harvest is a vulnerability. We might be better off with a fade to black than to try to negate the crit. You know what? I actually really like that, because the combo could even turn into a stun. And it's relatively likely to.
Bravo!
And hey, you know, I'm actually applying stuns. So you're dead, right? Yeah, you're dead. We got the regen active. I guess we'll attack. We're gonna lose the block token essentially from that, but you know, it's not a bad trade-off. I did 2 damage. He's not a damage dealer. He's the tank of the party. Oh no, hateful. We got stabbed from behind. Hergalala! That's that negative quirk, rearing its ugly head. I have seen... Stun? Let's go. Dude, stuns are good. I've seen that hateful quirk kill units before. Like, your units are having a good time, dealing with some enemies, and then all of a sudden, one of them kills another unit. Didn't we have like a Hellion kill a Highwayman? Didn't Quark kill Mud in a very early run, I think? Fun times, fun times. Just smack him. Quark loves it when their characters get that quirk. It is pretty funny. You can't do anything. You're already on death's door. I guess we could encore a shot from the Highwayman. He's guaranteed to get the death's door, and the next turn he can maybe get the kill. Or this turn, that works. This is going very well. I like what we have built up here. Lots of money. Debuff resistance piercing. And Pig Sticker. But Pig Sticker I don't think is particularly great. Combo is more crit, and then you might stealth if you will stealth if you crit and the torch is low. But the peculiar pods, it's interesting. The debuff resistance could work well on the Jester to apply the blind. We don't need it on the Occultist because we're not using any of his cursing skills. Maybe we do want to just dump it, actually. Is there a way to purge Hateful? So Hateful is, it's technically not a quirk. It is a relationship. The Jester and the Occultist hate each other. This will reset at the inn. And then in the next region, it will re-roll the relationships. So this only lasts for the rest of this current level. And just don't get it before your boss fight and you're fine. So at the very least, we will have the opportunity to remove that soon, I hope. I'm gonna remove Pig Sticker. How many combat items have we used? We still have one of those. One of those! Got a lot of items. I don't have anything serrated yet. Pig Sticker was not serrated. I suppose we don't necessarily need the fishmonger gloves. I do like it. It was fun when relationships were almost permanent. I've been watching some early access footage of Darkest Dungeon. It's incredible how much has been changed over time. It really is something different. Right? No map? Loathing or loathing? Let's go left. I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to nodes, oh good.
The loathing
to nodes getting candles, but in my head I'm like, if there's a candle, maybe that's a good node and we want to go to the worst node so that we can, you know, get into more combat or something. regardless, we're here. Hopefully it, doesn't go too high. So for instance, I like the idea of them getting a little bit more relationship. I mean, their relationship is 14. It's not low. The fact that they got hateful was a huge surprise. At least it's not a Wilbur this time. At least there's no Skeever either. So let's do take aim. I really don't want more loathing, but we might not have a choice in the matter. Use the chalk dust, remove that dodge.
You may outwit them yet.
Taunt token. He has a block plus though. Well, that's not a very good use of the block plus. What's giving you the block? Combat start aspirant. It's really good. It's really nice. It's a solid token take there. It's a weird one, but if we encore, we're gonna be using most of our damage just blocked here. I think actually what we wanna do is fade to black to purge this block plus token, or maybe even this one, and then we can intimidate or chop. I mean, we're gonna withstand actually. He's not speedy. I think I wanna just fade to black here. I'll let the natural grape shot. Were you using me as bait? Heh. See, he liked that, which is weird. I guess we're not chopping or intimidating. We'll do that later. 18 bleed, which is absurd, but this is the grown-up version of this guy. So that's a kill, as anticipated. Hit the block token. The regen is pretty sweet. Anamnesis hits 2 block tokens.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
I do want the leper to get hit here, when possible. Two attacks might put this guy on death's door, but it will at the very least trigger his death's door. Oh, you know what we do. Now you encore. Since it didn't matter on the last turn, we purged the block tokens, and now we can trigger the grape shot. That's how you do it. Hate the smash, but it's actually not that bad. Regen is treating us nicely. Okay, we're regenning 6 HP per turn now, just for free. I guess I'll stab you. Guess I'll shoot you for high damage. No combo, so we can't attach a stun, and he's dazed. We should resist this. Is Squeal not a... I mean, well, Solemnity. Is Squeal not a stun?
Observe the subject
Gore is a stun.
And you
I really thought Squeal would be a stun because, I played Darkest Dungeon 1. There's a full heal Solemnity, which is just absurdly great. He's still burning a little bit. We have 0 stress, which is pretty damn good. Death Door chance 25. I kind of want to let the Occultist regen even more, but let's try to put up a blind just in case we don't get the kill, and it did work that way. So I guess now we will... Do you have anything that pierces Death's Door? Nope. Crush him. It was great. Great fight. I'm loving the squad so far. I don't know how it's gonna really work on the
trail to your redemption.
On the focused fault fight, but I've got a good feeling. As long as we can keep the taunts up. Which means ideally maybe rooting, like immobilizing on the front, but I don't think any of the enemies move. No, there is a shuffle. No, there's a daze. There's a daze. The smallest eye stalk dazes, I believe. So that's what you gotta look out for. Okay, what do you need? What do you need? Why don't you equip the smoke bombs? Then I will dump rousing recorder. And probably the peculiar pods. Everything else, I love stacking up 6 stimulating poultices. That's pretty good. Is our inventory? 26. And we're still at 2 loathing, so cleansing the loathing. No, we don't need these. And we might go to that region, but probably still don't need them. Cleansing the loathing, I guess probably happened after the combat, technically. Well, no, because then it would have been at 3. I don't know. It just, whatever. It works, kind of, sometimes, maybe. Movement resist until next in. I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably just use it just to dump it, because I don't think we get moved in the focused fault fight. I don't think there's any, like, pull.
The roaring heart does much for the weary body.
Connie Game
Even
generous.
more, perhaps,
Stiff
for the
knees,
restless soul.
heavy-handed. Melee has a chance of knocking back. That's one of those quirks that could be a very big negative if it messes up the enemy turn order. Stiff knees, though, on Connie. He's gonna be even slower than he already is. That's not too bad. 68 relics. Fantastic 1 mastery token.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
Let us just pay for this. We don't have any baubles.
Spend what you can.
Spend what you
The wealth
can.
no longer has meaning. If
Party barrel.
indeed it ever did.
And a couple of wild teas. We're getting very lucky on the wild tea setup for sure. There's another spiked ball. I wouldn't mind buying like 3 of them if we can find 3 of them, but we also do a lot of bleed anyways. Segus Jr., welcome Focused Fault down finally. Congratulations! There's more noisemakers. Bounty Hunter? Hey, Bounty Hunter. I never pay attention.
Everywhere in ruin.
Avoid the Hoarder.
Everywhere.
We have no baubles, so that's
Indeed.
easy. Minus damage taken per negative token. Apply on hit, intimidate combo. Gain when hit 1 bleed. Ooh. Also booty. Or Blood Moon. Naked and Afraid. We're not gonna do that one, so we can go to the Tangle. There's a lot of bleed, though. There is a lot of bleed here. I kind of don't want to come here if there's so much bleed. But what we could do is we could just take off the trophy. We don't have to equip it right now. Like if we don't need the extra bleed damage, and I don't think we do, not with our Highwayman super high damage crits that we can put out there. I think being able to just keep ourselves alive through the biome is going to be worth more.
Each improvement,
Hold on.
a new
Route.
variable in the equation.
Regardless, we are
of
going to
your
come here.
fate.
Fetter could be good too. I mean, I also think about this as, I could go to the Tangle and I could fight the Dreaming General. He's a very easy fight. All we need to do is just swap out Abyssal Artillery for something, and then we could do the Dreaming General. We could get his nonsense, get all of his cash, cool, unique relics, trinkets, a lot of money, and it's not a hard biome. I would prefer to have less bleed there, I think. Because the big, heavy, tanky enemies, the ones that have ripostes, they do a lot of bleed. And I don't want to stack up that much bleed damage. Alternatively, I guess if there are bandages, which there's not, we could have grabbed some of those. I could also give people bleed resist. I could also just stockpile this, but we might just want to give people bleed resist and go there. Anyone have big negatives? It's pretty bad. Considering we haven't gotten a disease from hypochondriac, I think I want to remove that. Oh, my inventory's full, so we gotta dump something. Let's use some cheese. It's expensive staying on top of the negative quirks, though. That's neat, freaks. We gotta do it again. It's a lot of money to be spent removing one negative quirk, but I don't want him to get a super bad negative disease that I can't remove. So, gotta dump it. Gotta dump it. We gotta get at it. Relationships are good. There's only 2 that are low-ish. I think we should go for the whiskey barrel. It's a very good chance of increasing overall our relationships. Or maybe like 1 whiskey, and then if we want it, 1 songbook. Maybe some whiskey after that. Oh, and we gotta keep in mind that this is going to be the exemplar region, isn't it? Oh God! Don't forget the bounty hunter. I actually don't know if I want the bounty hunter, because thinking about it, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna replace a tanky leper? No. Is he gonna replace Encore on the Jester, giving us all these early KOs? No. Is he gonna replace the Highwayman? No. Is he gonna replace the Occultist? That means I have no healer. So I don't think we want the bounty hunter to be in the squad. I like what we have. I really do. I really, really do. And actually, if I put extra bleed resist on the leper, we can probably get around the high damage bleed that we get from the big boy tank. Flexmer, welcome. How'd you decide on the name Abe Clancy? You know, it's been so damn long ago that I almost don't remember, but I think it was just something someone called me just for the hell of it. I don't know why. But that was a long time ago, my friend. It's your story, Morning Glory. Bleed 10. Maybe we want to give it to the Occultist so he gets 100% bleed resist, because if it's on the leper, he can heal himself. Watching Chris's old stuff. You mean you're not Tom Clancy's son? I mean, wait a minute. Rainbow Six Siege, everybody, woo! That was stun resist? God damn it. Was it? I clicked on this one. There's like a weird delay, like a weird lag when you drag things over. Squeamish. I'll still take this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. Do we need move resist? Probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the world just to get it out of the inventory. Put it on you. Actually, on you. I mean, you're gonna resist it most of the time anyways. Hey, at least he's not gonna be stunned. I think I am gonna use 1 stimulating poultice to keep the Jester a little bit faster. In fact, I could use it on everyone, pretty much, to keep everyone faster. The Occultist is a speed of 5. Leper? You know what? Let's buff the leper speed. We still have 4 of them. Disease resist. We should pop this, and I'll probably pop it on you. Can dump that. 1 mastery token. Who gets it? Oh, we need to reset Purge or Intimidate. I don't think it needs to be upgraded, though. It just goes through stealth. Nothing here stealths. Break could be kind of interesting just to make sure that, you know, something doesn't get a block token. Trying to think what here gets block tokens. Oh, I mean, all of the enemies here have block tokens, but he is going to be withstanding all the damn time. We could get rid of Chop and give him Bash. That way we get the sick combo. We get a daze, we get the immobilization so we can't get moved. We immobilize an enemy, which doesn't actually matter at all. Yeah. He won't blind himself, though, but, like... Stand Solemnity, Reflection. Trying to think for the focused fault, we might want to dump Reflection and take Ruin. Because that should... I mean, he should get a lot of damage buffs through the fight. Let's not give you the Mastery token, then. Let's give it to the Highwayman for highway robbery. I'm using this on occasion to make sure that I can hit enemies appropriately. So taking this, allowing us to steal tokens, it's quite nice. And I'm gonna keep this on, the extra bleed. I like what we have. We need holy water. We have heals. We have... We've got the Highwayman shot, which should be able to allow us to kill the backline unit as long as we're not blind. So the leper will get this on that combat specifically. That should be good enough. We don't have any serrated items, but I'm gonna keep this. Bard of Bobberich, welcome. How's the Darkest Dungeon today? So far, so good, I think. I'm just trying to think about what I want to buy in this inn, and I think it's a whiskey barrel. Let's get those relationships higher. Negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, positive. Okay, not exactly what I would want to see. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna spend most of my money on relationships here. 6 is very low, so we're gonna buy the Book of Amorous Tales. That one got hit twice with the negative, by the way, so that's why it's so freaking bad. Highwayman Occultist. Bad luck. It's at least up to 9, but we'll focus that relationship as much as we can in the next region. And now we just don't spend any money. I'm not gonna say that's a waste, because everything else is now really high, except for 2. Really, it's Occultist. Occultist, Highwayman, Occultist, Jester. That's not that bad. It's a bit of a waste of cash, though. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go to the Tangle. I'd like to fight the boss. If I do, I need to make sure to re-equip some things. We're gonna intimidate, like, literally every turn, most turns, on the taproot, and then we would abyssal on the taproot. Everything else is just damage, crits, take aim, bleed. Ice him that way. If we're not using this, you should equip it. Let's do bleed duration. Debuff resists. Do we like that on the Jester? I guess we do. He might be able to resist his own stun. Or daze. Gain on move resist, gain on stun resist. I need a new trinket for the leper. But I don't have a trinket for the leper right now. And that's fine. All right, let's do it. Da, 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 da.
As Desperation unites the hopeful.
I don't see any occultists in here except for this one, so we shouldn't have a negative occultist one.
While the heart still beats, desire
Point blank
will
shot.
never
Oh, good.
die.
Intimidate, lower stress, sacrifice, lower stress, withstand, heal, point blank shot, remove DOT, we're not equipping it, inspiring tune, damage, pistol shot, damage. Those are mostly pointless, except for the withstand lowering stress, but that's also not particularly meaningful. Most of those, like, we just don't care. Really, the good ones are like big dodge tokens. If you can get big dodge tokens
Only
when you act,
resignation.
top tier. So we do see loathing. That's because, now that I'm remembering, somebody shows me loathing. Void sight. So not only does that show you the loathing in the road, but also on the nodes. That's awesome. We can plan a route. So we can go totally in the right path and be fine. I think I do want to fight the lair. Can I? There's only one Oblivion's Ingress? I'd rather fight the lair, but the Oblivion's Ingress would give us another stained trinket, but I think we got the good one, the one that we really wanted. So we can go right, lair, fight the boss, should be pretty easy. Unknown, unknown. Ooh, actually, hold on. How much loathing does the lair reduce? Darkest dungeon to lair. Loathing. Really? Loathing. Lair. Reduced by winning. Nah, it doesn't say by how much. If it only reduces it by 1, then if we go the right path, we might hit maximum loathing here unless we can reduce it at another combat. Connie says it clears all loathing, which is what I thought, in which case we can go to the right path, and then we can plan out a route here. Maybe going to the Hoarder, depending on how many baubles we have. Trinkets and baubles. Either way, we can start. Oh, I guess we can go left, and then we can choose from there. But yeah, that's interesting. I gotta think about this.
When deliberation is exhausted, trust.
Oh, we're in the
your
region of lag.
instincts.
Let's go left to start with. Yeah, we know where all the loathing is. We know how to avoid it all. We fight the lair. We can reduce all loathing, which is pretty easy to do. I mean, the Dreaming General is the easiest boss. Chalk dust and stale bread. I'd rather not pay you. Wow. Raconteur. You ever seen a trick shot, children? Aw, we're being very kind. And as a result of positive relationships, we're getting a lot of stuff. I know this, you know, messes with the relationship, but like, look at this. Okay, it's actually like not the 10 out of 10 get, but it's good enough for me. We have enough space. Final little check here. We're gonna get a lot of crits with the Highwayman. Jester is gonna inflict a lot of bleed. We'll swap out of Harvest and into Slice Off for that combat. Actually, it's not upgraded. Harvest is fine. We'll make sure to have Abyssal Artillery and move Connie into the back, and then Intimidate every single turn on the back line is good. Gotta focus these cultists and luck into a good leper trinket. We don't need a good leper trinket. The leper's fine. He's kind of just a tank. He taunts, and then he's gonna be limb-rinsed. Explain how Pyromaniac is bad. When you hit an enemy, there's a small chance to burn him. When you get hit, there's a small chance to be burned. Any DOT means you could die if you're on death's door. Round start, 5% chance of bottle means you have to spend your turn using the bottle as a like combat item, a thrown combat item to burn an enemy, which means, you know, let's say you had Pyromaniac on your healer. Oh no, my highwayman got crit and he's at death's door. Occultist, heal him. Oh, what's that? The occultist wants to throw a Molotov on that turn and not heal the unit on death's door? Oh no. You know, that's the negative. The negative is, what's that? I need my leopard to constantly be taunting every single turn to stop the mechanics of the Limerence boss. What's that? He wants to throw a Molotov. And now the highwayman's been seen. Prevents you from acting on your turn is really the negative here. There's a version of this that's positive. It's a positive quirk that has a 5% chance of a heal on round start. That's in addition to your normal actions for the turn, so that one's extremely positive because you can do a big heal and then also do your normal action. This one forces you to spend that on your entire turn. It doesn't say it in here, but that is what that token does. So yeah, that's the big negative.
We venture blindly forth, at the mercy of the road and its myriad dangers.
Not particularly good. And can very much screw you. Yeah. No aim necessary on this one. On to the next. You know what we could do? Immediately encore into a grape shot. I mean, that's another crit, which is great, but also very likely to kill you now. That's stupid with turn consuming. That's why Pyromaniac is in the negative column, because if you do hit that negative, you're not happy. Lucky crit.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
It's a lot of bleed, but it's not a huge deal on him. I guess we'll just hit him for the high value hit, and it didn't work, but that's okay. And they love each other when, you know, I'm just shooting people. We have enough block tokens for the next turn. We don't need to reflect. We don't need to intimidate. He's dazed, unfortunately. And I'm just gonna go for the stabs. I don't think we need to worry about offering at this point. Good miss. One more shot from the highwayman should bring him pretty damn low. You bleed me, I bleed you. And now my my leper's fast all of a sudden, which is nice. There we go. Really should have him one spot forward with the double tap, but I really like the Jester being able to do the bleed.
An inkling of
Money, money, money.
potency still lingers
Yeah.
in some of these well-worn relics.
That dude holds a doll. It is a wooden carving, not a doll. Although I guess dolls are made of wood sometimes. 2 restorative herbs. If I can luck into the stagecoach item that lets me stockpile more restoratives,
An impressive haul.
I will be so happy.
Put it to good use.
Ooh, Warhorn is exceptional as well. Turn start. Bugle. Let's take a look at this. Pristine Lure. Gain on hit. Gain on hit. Gain on hit. That's such an odd phrase. Because it's not gain on hitting an enemy. It's gain on you hit the enemy. A taunt, which is just weird. Like, why would you... The bugle... will probably never... need to worry about the negative from it, but we also don't need to worry about the negative from this that much. The bleed is not that meaningful. And if we buff the bleed resist, it doesn't matter, just because we have all the bleed resist in the world! Could also move this stuff over to the leper, but I really like the auto taunt that we get, because we can stack 3 taunt tokens in a turn. Yeah, and they're totally action figures. We're not gonna need this trinket for the boss, are we? We could roll both of these. Lots of taunt every turn, on turn start. We need the leper to be slow, right? I think we need the leper to be slow. Oh, we're gonna be rolling in noisemakers. Yeah, we want the noisemakers on someone fast, we want the leper to be slow, so we can taunt at the end of turn. It is exceptionally tempting to put the heart on him, because if we can stack up regen, then we don't have to worry so much about his damage being taken. We can focus a little bit more on damage ourselves. And then the leper or the occultist can just heal him constantly. Because if we can stack all of the scene tokens on the leper, we win. We win Limerence, I think. We would need something for the occultist. But I don't think we need the bugle. We're gonna dump that. We have a lot to dump. We don't need a lot of them. We don't... It's not a trap, the Ichor Bomb. So we probably just want to use it in a combat. Get rid of the adrenaline tonic for now. We don't need this laudanum. We got too much laudanum. We don't need chalk dust. We don't need stale bread. I'm tempted to dump the candles, but hold on. We have more bread? We got way more bread. We don't need bread. Okay. We don't need fishmonger gloves. Except I like them. We don't need Raven's Reach. We don't need these. I'm not gonna equip these, so we can dump this, we can dump this. It gives us a little bit of inventory to work with, I guess. Yeah. Everything else we might equip. So we want to go to the right.
A simple choice.
There's cosmetics to be had. Okay, that's a fair point. We do need to save the candles for the cosmetics. It would be nice if the candles stacked for free. You know, they're meta progression. I don't want to dump them, but I don't need them, but I can unlock the next Infernal Flame. Gloves, blood for some god. I need a trap to actually use those gloves. Is that anti-blight? It's really good for the exemplar. And we gotta kill that. You know, it's not a guarantee that we're going to get an altar on the exemplar. It could be someone else. 12 relics for... what is that? In items. Lower flame for 6 relics? Oh no, just some relics. You know, we have those torch items. We could spam those. I don't want to bring those into the lair fight. We totally could though. No, give me the combat items. Give me the torch up. Stimulants. It's not bad.
Your coach is laden. You can carry
Your coach is laden.
more.
Let's get rid of the invigorating stew and the slime mold. And then, well, we're gonna be walking into the fight, so we don't need anti-venom, so you can take, oh, we don't need this, we just got it. Take a warhorn? I'd rather have this for the exemplar. Take stimulants. Ichor bomb, smoke bomb, and mineral-rich water for a bonus heal if we need it. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh good, more slime mold. Should be a toggle to automatically dump slime mold if found. Tell you about my travels, I suppose. Hey, before we jump into the fight, why don't we make sure we have the skills assigned the way we want? Which means dump burning stars for abyssal artillery and then swap your 2 positions. You know, we could actually just like immediately swap these and still feel good about it. The bleed duration on the occultist, why not? Resistances to bleeding on the jester, why not? You do have a 55% bleed resist, which is pretty good. Why don't you dump that and swap this? Then we actually do get the +2 bleed duration on the Jester, since we're gonna be using him for that purpose. You know you're gonna be using Abyssal. Let's also move the Highwayman forward. Actually, we can keep it in this order and then lunge forward on that combat, which means we do want to have it in this order. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we want to do it. On combat start against the general, I will do a Razor's Wit forward. That'll set us in the right position that we can do Abyssal Artillery on every turn after that. We could even set up a Chaotic Offering for it, or for heals purposes, and he's still gonna heal himself through the burns. Okay, yeah, I had to take a second to think about that. This is how we want the turn order to look. Yeah, okay. And it came where it started. No! What?
The loathing howls.
It wasn't on the map! It says we have Oblivion tier route scouting. Tear, tier, whatever. Gosh darn it. I hate the loathing being so low. There's no room. Well, really, it's the pet, but also, that should have been scouted. Now that we can just dump. I feel like that should have been scouted. I'm probably just misunderstanding how the mechanic works, but our boss is gonna have 20% bonus health. Oh, did we all get negative quirks? Hold on, I gotta look. Yeah, it could have gotten it to baseline scouting, which was the other possibility, I guess.
His loyal, lumbering guard.
This guy worries me. Pyromaniac, Squeamish, Weak Hold on Life, Cosmic Fearing, Shattered Will. Again on the Highwayman, turn start, remove a positive token. God damn it. You freaking game. That's so bad. That's so bad.
The enemy weakens.
Ah, oh, jeez, that's annoying. Freaking hell, man. Well, take aim. Yeah, game really wants me to have a very poor Highwayman. I guess it's not terrible for the boss fight necessarily, because we don't want the crits anyways, but it's It's a frustrating one to deal with because I already removed that one once. Getting negative quirks on that is absurd. We have so much bleed resist, let's pop the riposte. Here we go. I lost a crit, so let's use one. Good miss, you dummy. We'll pop the other riposte. I mean, that has worked beautifully against him. God, that's like, that is one of the worst quirks. It's so bad. Guess let's kill you. Nice. Unnecessary, but, you know, thank you. That move always gotta laugh at court. Hopeful. We're getting a lot of buffs in this one combat. We have maximum taunt already. I guess you can just purge that blindness and give yourself a bit of a resist bonus. And we're just gonna bleed this guy.
Bravo!
We're getting a lot of crits. Shattered Will is normally a meltdown only quirk. I've gotten it twice due to loathing, and both times it was the same quirk. It's like, come on, game.
Writ large.
5 damage. 4 to 5. 4 to 7. 5 to 8. That'll do it. Goodbye. Well, not goodbye, but hopefully goodbye soon. 65% Death Door resist. Double tap will do it. All right, first phase, easy. I wonder what the chance is of getting Shattered Will twice on the same character. Due to that, which could maybe give you literally any quirk in the game, or maybe it's specific quirks. I don't know, maybe it's the same quirk every character every time it happens. You're gonna get Shattered Will and you're gonna love it.
A brilliant conclusion.
What's 6 times 7? 42? 42 bleed damage in one hit, huh? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, there's no point in stealing, you know, positive tokens here. Take aim will at least give us 1 crit on the next turn. We can maybe use it to pop this guy. It's still valuable to do that, I think. Jackman says 43. What, the bleed? I don't think so. A taunt. That's not too bad. Freaking occultist, man. 45 HP. He's a tank.
Steady yourself.
Debuff. Cannot gain dodge for 2 rounds. And a taunt. He's hurting. He's certainly hurting. Okay, Anamnesis will be pretty decent here. Jester can kill you.
A master stroke.
So that we've already lost the crit. The other crit. Man, that's so annoying, because he removes the big block token. We need him to have his turn start to get the unchecked power. Is there a reason to give you your turn immediately? Weird Reconstruction, Sacrificial Stab, not really. Just harvest again. I mean, here's the thing, we could harvest, but again, the Anamnesis will get the kill anyways. Guess you could encore the Highwayman again. We don't want to do too much damage to the front line, though. We got to kill the back line. This is an interesting one. Because his nonsense is an auto action, right? Anything that we can do here with Encore? Like if I intimidate on this turn, next turn, will the pistol shot land or is he gonna put up the guard first? I think he puts up the guard first.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Well, he is dead in 3 turns. So you know, if I don't attack them, they're dead. Yeah, that's an auto action, so I can't stop that from happening. Now, you've got gravel in your guts. Excuse me? 14. 14 is 42, so we can't heal that. I could pop a mineral-rich water, but there's no point. I don't want to do too much damage here. It's not going to do too much damage. Yeah, just do this. You know what? We should have saved Encore for this turn. That would have been way smarter. Yeah, that would have been better. We'll start smacking him for whatever we can do. I guess Abyssal, since I have it equipped, could be okay here. Like, Jester, move forward, Abyssal Artillery, and then we can hit him, but he's already dead next turn because he's already got his action, I think. And you're gonna die too, because you're bleeding. I mean, they're all bleeding to death. They're all dead. Or, now I can hit him, because the corpses are gone. Stop getting the blocks, you dick. He moved first? That's an interesting one. On the bright side. Let's make sure we don't kill him. There we go. All right. That's a lot of debuffs.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
20% health, lower trinket prices. Good just to buy. Explosives, if we can buy some, we can maybe stockpile them. Whiskey, I want. And the bandages are pretty good too. Stone Mount, there's a chance, like on the leper, he'll get 1 big block token instead of 1 bad or half block token. Footman's Grog. Triage gets pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff here, and this guy's easy, I think. Famous last words, but I mean, as long as he's not ordained, I don't think bosses can get ordained, which is good.
Retreated, undying, into a dream.
But we've done this before.
And there he must
There's a chance we
stay.
can kill him before he even gets 1 big attack out, which would be awesome. So we start. We're gonna start with withstand and then intimidate afterwards. Do we need stimulants? You know, are we gonna use anamnesis? No, we're gonna use abyssal, aren't we? What is he gonna do on turn 1? I guess we're gonna have him do chaotic offering on turn 1 at least. And then we can have him start doing abyssal, but so we can pop this on the Jester. Maybe we should have popped it on him if it would have given him a possible relationship buff. All right, well, oh my god, I hate the Highwayman right now. Losing tokens every single goddamn turn. We want to move forward. Gotta remember how we're doing this. We don't need to abyssal on this turn, so we'll chaotic. Off debuffs the Grog could see value. Maybe, but I don't think so. It's possible though. Stun immune. We will be using Grape Shot then for the damage buff. But the damage buff is going to be wasted every turn. I mean, goddamn Shattered Will, you've not ruined me this combat, but you've severely nerfed me.
Well done.
Hit you with the Grape Shot. Get the bleed in. I mean, this guy, he's gonna melt the bleed. And we're very much faster than him. We should keep that in mind. Let's keep those going on you. There's a chance we can make that work. What if you kill the vine? You can't kill the vine. It's literally immune. You hit the vine in the back twice per turn, and then you're good. You have a dodge token, and you have a big block token, which is now gone. But this is still fine. Low health on the highway. Why do you have such low? Oh, because you're freaking melted down! Which you got Shattered Will, and now you've lost your dodge token, you jerk. So you know what? Take aim. I don't know if you can dodge this attack, but I'm gonna freaking try. Hate you. Actually, we could probably let the Taproot live for one turn here and not need the Abyssal, but because if I intimidate it, the general will do the big attack on this turn. Would we rather do it on the following turn? When we can cycle? Yeah, we would. We would. We reflection now. Just looking at the turn order. I don't want to roll him on this turn. I want to roll him on the next turn. There goes the dodge token, by the way. Let's also use a smoke bomb. Well, well. Why do I have all these unchecked powers going on? And General moves at the end of this turn. Now the Occultist is locked down, but I can toss in 2 attacks right now if I really want to. Kinda don't. The Occultist is trapped. The Occultist is trapped for a turn. We can fix it on the next turn. We'll just hope for the Intimidate. 50-50 chance of it freeing him. Good. That's a gamble, but it's a gamble that I was willing to take, because even if it didn't work, next turn I could have freed everybody with the Highwayman pistol shotting the back. I just wanted that damage on this turn. He's still blinded. This is the big hit coming in. Tossing another Abyssal. Apparently I'm not using the unchecked power. I'm just kind of waiting for someone to get hurt and desperately need the heal. But if he kills the Highwayman with the bleed, which literally almost happened, then the Occultist would be too slow to save him. But luckily it didn't crit, because if it crit, he would have been killed. But right now we should be fine, and we don't need to bring him off of Death's Door. It might be worth doing, like, just in case. But no, we literally don't need to. Take aim? Dodge token? Probably. We could roll 0, admittedly. Alright. Just in case we roll 0. He is bleeding for a couple of turns. 6 to 9, 6 to 12. Oh, actually, the Occultist has to heal, so we pistol shot the back. That doesn't even use a weakness token. That's interesting. The bleed is doing good work. We're at 24. 24 stacks. He will not get another one of those big attacks out, I don't think. Let's see who you're gonna target. Good. You targeted someone with regen and then the tank. Yeah, let's spam the heal. You crit for 7. So he's not gonna be on death's door. I guess it was good that we used it, because that was a bad heal. We're gonna do another heal next turn. So we need another pistol shot on this turn. We have 2 Solemnity and there's no cooldown. Do we need to Intimidate? 26, 33 Death's Door resist. What's gonna happen on this turn? He's gonna go down to Death's Door, he's gonna hit 1 unit. If we Intimidate the boss, he's gonna Intimidate the leper. We can redo a stress heal. Highwayman can hit him for the Death's Door. Yeah, we don't need to hit him. We just want to Intimidate. Would prefer to have hit for 2, but that's still okay. This is Death's Door. I don't want to hit the Taproot at all right now. Oh, the turn order did not work the way I wanted it to work. Ooh, oh no. Well, you just stab him, I guess. This is a little bit of a gamble, but I stand by it. Now we just take aim for the dodge, I think. Unless we can hit for 15. That's not gonna happen. Take aim for the dodge. He's on Death's Door. Hits the leper, misses. And we might have some tangling, but he should die on this turn. We have Pyromaniac. Oh my god, we have Pyromaniac on the healer. Oh, that's so bad. Alright, use this.
Self-reliance.
There's another heal.
Is a rare and wonderful thing.
Death's Door. We probably didn't have to do that, by the way, but I wanted to. Alright.
Cut down these nightmares.
What do we
and
got?
blaze
Wait,
the
we got
trail to
stuff.
your
We got a lot of
redemption.
stuff. My inventory's already full, damn it. What am I gonna do with all this garbage?
The loathing
Okay,
of
you... What's our light? How do I check the light? 83. We don't need pocket light. Oh, hold on, wrong menu. We're gonna equip healing salves on... It's gonna be on the Jester, I think. Healer can have some neutralizing powder. Let's give you the tonic. I just want to equip the heals because right now we're in a bit of a risky situation. I just want to make sure that we can actually keep everyone alive, which really just means, hey, I might want Weakening Curse for the boss fight, I'm realizing. Hey, you know, just make sure that everything is set up. We might want Malediction. That could be interesting, but actually I think Anamnesis is still probably better just due to the high bleed. All the other skills are still set, correct? Yes. So you have healing, you have 1 water, you have healing, you have neutralizing powders. Take a triage kit just in case for a minute. How are we gonna get rid of Shattered Will? Oh my god. You know what? If we go to the Hoarder, we're at 1 loathing. This is annoying. I think we're gonna get another stack of loathing, by the way. If we go to the Hoarder, we might be able to buy something that can remove a negative quirk. Because there's no guarantee for T. The Bone Skull T. God, the loathing is just ridiculous here. In theory, Anamnesis can wipe eyes. I mean, that's very much what I'm hoping for. Sorry, what am I doing? I have to get rid of stuff. Get rid of this. 20% max HP. Gonna give you that instead of the damage. I think I'm gonna dump the mount. Actually, I think the mount might be better than this. Because you get thanks to Withstand, you get those tokens every turn, those block tokens. Yeah, I'm gonna dump Simple Flower. Oh, you know what? We should definitely equip bandages. We're gonna dump the... Probably gonna dump Footman's Grog. We're gonna keep the anti-venom. I've got so much garbage. We don't need linens, except I want to have them for the exemplar fight because I really want to be able to hit the armor on the backline altar. We don't have to have this though. We could probably live without it. Dump this, dump this. Oh my God, we got so much stuff. So much good stuff, but like so much stuff to dump, unfortunately. Stun resist. Death's Door resist. Whiskey we gotta keep. We gotta keep the speed ups. We can probably dump Blight resist. I don't think the boss blights. I'm gonna dump Fishmonger gloves and I'm gonna dump the Trap Maker's kit. There you go. That at least gets us down to a open inventory slot.